Alright, let's go see what's going on here. I haven't been in here yet. We'll go in here together. We'll turn on the light. Machine's still running, which I fully expected. Let's let me put you in here and we'll see what this battery's sitting at. Because I don't know. It doesn't matter, because whatever it's sitting at is where it wants to be. And that's somebody's shooting. Shoot them again, they're getting up. Alright. Looky here. 1486. Or 1406, one or the other. Let's find out. I'll see what we'll see what this Harbor Freight solar panel charger says. Neither of them are particularly good, but if we got two of them. It says 13.9, so close enough. That's just a couple points off. We know we're probably sitting at about as high as this battery's gonna go. You know, right now. So 1402, 13.8, pretty close. You gotta know these. You know, these things, they give them away free, so they're not going to be too accurate. Close enough though. We know we're in the 14 range, so you know, we're close to it. That's pretty good. These kind of they're not autocraft. I'm not talking about autocraft, but this style battery in particular are pretty trash. As far as batteries concerned, they're trash. I'm not talking about this particular brand, just this style. Lawnmower style batteries are junk. They don't last very long unless you work on them. The brand may be the best brand, I don't know. That's not for me to decide. Okay, at this point I say I'm done charging, and I'm going to unhook the machine, and it's going to spin down, and then we're going to go from there. So I'm just going to take the power loose. You never want to unhook the charge leads unless you like a blown up transistor. You want to unhook the input power, the power coming from the 24 volt bank. I don't know what it's sitting on. I'd have to hook it up to see. I don't really care, because this style of charging mode, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the input battery is. It may be low and it may not. Those batteries, I don't know how long it's been since they've been charged. It doesn't matter, because I could have done the same thing using a 12 volt input battery. I just like this is sitting on 21-ish, so this meter's a piece of junk. So I will charge them, the ones outside that are making this operate. I will charge them while this battery is resting and being discharged. So I'm going to take the power loose and let it spin down. Alright, it's freewheeling now. There's no real resistance. It will spin down on its own. You can see the battery starting to come down. This doing what it should. This battery will go back to a resting value somewhere in the 12.6 to 12.8 or 9 area over time, and I'll let it rest. I want to get this schematic out here. Something's loose, isn't it? It's got a rod knocking. Alright. I'm not going to copy these, but I am going to put this up here for you to see if it'll show. This is what we're doing here. Now, I'm not using the this third circuit, part of the circuit. Things get interesting when you start adding this part in. I'm really just using this part over here. Okay. When you start putting this part of it in, you can start charging up even more batteries with the same input power. It sounds like we got a magnet loose, guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm not using this third winding, but you can add as many of these as you want. So I'm just using this part. All North Pole out on the wheel. This is just on the schematic is just 3. Get this a little closer. If you start adding in this, you start finding how much power is really in the circuit. I'm just using this part over here. And here's another view of the same system without showing the wheel. I hope that's clear because I can't really tell. Anyway, this is the part of the circuit I'm using. I'm not using the S1 switch. The wheel's just about stopped. Yeah, it needs to have a nice free spinning wheel. But yeah, there's the second half of the circuit. But I just used this front half. I use a second charging battery, but it's over here off the collector. And that's fine. This is just a little more complicated system. I have experimented with some of this. It's pretty amazing. Alright, now if you want those pages and more, this is not an endorsement or anything. This is just where it came from. It come from, yeah, forget this. Just don't look at this part because this freaks everybody out. Forget it. This is just the book it come from. You can get all these schematics for free anyway. They're all out there the way he wanted it. And I don't know if I'll get in trouble for reproducing, you know, or showing a couple of these. Let me find it. A girl built the same system at a science fair. And quite a few years ago. They showed a little girl how to build it. And this is where I want to get to, is a machine this size. 10 coils, about 40 circuits, big wire. You can charge a huge amount of batteries with those. And if you set it up where you're charging one bank with some solar panels and then you're using this to charge the second bank, you really get efficient. But anyway, I don't want this to be too long. Battery is starting to come down like it's supposed to. 1357. I want to show you some current readings on this setup because it does some things that are different than a standard, what people want to call it a motor, but it's not really a motor. The motor function is just a result of the switching. When you put a load on this wheel, current actually drops instead of rising like it would on a normal electric motor. So anyway, I gotta find the loose magnet because I don't want to chunk it through the wall. And this battery will come on down in the 12.8 range, hopefully. I would love to see it level out at 12.8. And I'm gonna go ahead and load it. I'll record that in a little bit. And bring it down, and I'll start the wheel up again tonight. Run one more load on it, and it's probably going to be okay as slow as it's coming down. It's not as sulfated as I thought it was. So anyway, that is the Bedini SSG. That is a subject that I have spent a lot of time tinkering with, and I want to run one of these little fan motors for you too. But I can't cram it all into one video, and that's very frustrating. But anyway, I'm probably going to do ride videos today because the family wants to ride, and I'm going to ride with them. because this is kind of something I love and I have to do by myself because not too many people mess with it that I know anyway. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.